You are now tuned in to the Gifted Gab.
It's a nice little difference for us. It's not bad. How you feeling?
You might good?
Yeah, it's good. Straight, yeah.
That's how you just
I'm feeling great. Straight. I'm straight.
Yeah, we back.
How you been, bro? I haven't seen this guy in a minute, bro.
Shit, man.
Shit.
Man. I haven't seen this nigga.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Yo, how'd you guys meet, bro?
That's exactly how.
It's K Club?
Region Park.
Yeah.
So Boys and Girls Club. I used to want to be a child and youth worker.
Yeah.
Because I thought that was the wave, like working at-risk communities with the kids and whatnot. And I always wanted to play that big brother role because, I feel like a lot of black kids can relate. Their father's absence sort of makes them want to, be there for the younger generation. You know what I mean? So it's like I was wanting to be that guy. And the reason why I quit is because one of them told me that I did too much for the kids. Imagine.
Bro, what?
So,
Damn.
Yeah, so I used to buy candy for my kids whenever they showed me they had good grades. Whenever they showed me they were behaving, because we worked with a lot of bad kids. So when they weren't acting up at school, I'd reward them. You know what I mean? So I was told that I was doing a bit too much because certain staff couldn't afford a $1 bag of candy to give to 30 different kids. You know what I mean? But everybody has their own prerogative.
Damn. I miss working over there, man. That shit was mad.
What role did you have, bro? Like
same
what
shit he was doing, man.
You were taking care of the kids and shit?
We were saying doing the
I
same
know you guys are doing some nonsense, bro. You guys are knowing this guy. I know he was doing some nonsense, fam. So
That was good times, yo. One thing I learned, working with kids is the kids they're the purest form of human beings. They won't lie.
Most honest, yeah.
They're honest, you know what I'm saying? Like one time I showed up late picking them up from school, and one of the kids comes up to me, he's like, "Alex, why are you late?" I'm like, "Yeah, listen. All right, let's just tone it down, relax.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Let's not make a scene out of this. If you guys keep your mouth shut, I'm gonna take you guys to the store. You guys can buy whatever candy you want." Like, all right. I said, okay. Pass by the convenience store on the way back to the center. They go in there and get their candy. Go into the center. They're, checking in and stuff. One of the kids goes, "Alex was late picking us up from school." I'm looking at this kid, I'm like,
that's crazy.
that's the last time I'm taking you for candy ever. But they will never lie. Like, they are always like,
I didn't have any snitches in my.
I had a couple of
You probably
snitches
worked
still.
with the grade 3s or something? I
Yeah,
had the grade 6.
So they knew that. Yeah. The older you get, the more you realize, like, yo, this is not okay.
they weren't with the shits.
Yeah,
They weren't with the shits yet, but some of them were. But man.
Some of the grade 4s were cool too. Shout out Noah. I still rock with that kid.
That's crazy.
He's a hooper now, so I almost had him on my team. I have a team, Guard Up TV.
Yeah, we
You seen that? Yeah, talk a little bit about that, bro. Like, how did that start? How did that come about?
That's actually my little brother's thing. Like, he started out just recording kids, and then we blew fast. Like, it's literally him. He's the CEO. I just help promote, and then he's like, "Yo, you want to be coach?" I was like, 100%. I love working with youth, So that happened, and then we started a tournament-based team at first, and we were just killing the competition. Like, we're grade 10 at the time. Sorry, we were grade 9s facing grade 11s and 12s, and sometimes we would lose. But when we faced our own age group, it was ridiculous. It was a sweep. Like 30-point games, 40-point games, like, it was ridiculous. It wasn't fair. But right now we're starting up a rep league. So we have a grade 9 team and a grade 10 team that we're working on. So the grade 9s from last year. And we're trying to do the same thing, just kill it.
That's what's up, bro.
That's dope, bro. I love seeing that.
Yeah.
The hoops in the community.
The basketball community is it's changed over the years, man. Like, I remember when I was playing, it was OBAs, and now nowadays every kid is either in a prep school here or in the States. You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as going to a regular high school and just it changes. I mean,
I've seen that for Canada though.
Yeah, it's growth.
It shows that there is growth.
It's growth.
100%.
Because back in the day when you went to a prep school, it was you
on.
had to be here. You know what I'm saying?
You had to be on. Yeah.
Exactly. Especially because there wasn't this YouTube. I mean, even your bro, he's into the editing and stuff. So all that stuff helps, right? But
he wasn't at first.
Really?
It was tough for a lot of people in his age group to get a look to get out there. So the fact that he made it was pure talent.
That's crazy.
Hard work too. That guy's a Hard worker for real.
Yeah, shout out him, man. Shout out him.
Shout out Jebs one time.
Guys,
Shout out one time
kept
for
the
one
hoops,
time.
kept the hoops in the family, man.
Yeah.
Nah, that's what's up. Newbie can ball a little bit too, you know.
Who, man?
Brought the center.
I want to see a one-on-one between you guys,
Brought
man.
the center a couple times.
That's-
Watch him out, man. You go one-on-one, 3
shit,
dribbles. I mean, you might not have a chance.
Shit, man. We gotta. Hey. Yo, you guys
We might have to
killed
set
me.
that up
There's a
still.
court. Hey, there's a court right by here, man.
We not do no out. We gotta be indoor.
So we could do
Yeah.
that.
We got. It's gotta be indoor thing. One-on-one. We'll go 3 spots, 5 dribbles each spot, or 3 dribbles on each
Oh, I was
spot.
gonna say 5 dribbles.
3 dribbles, my
yeah.
bad. 3 dribbles each
That's not a
spot.
problem.
Let's do it.
You can't do outdoor though, bro.
I can do outdoor, but you know,
What's on outdoor, bro?
my knees don't got it like that,
Oh,
man.
man. I'm hearing
I
excuses, bro.
I could do either.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's wrong with this guy,
Yeah,
bro?
knees,
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Knees,
Talk
knees.
to him, man.
Knees.
It's crazy.
Nervous.
Knees.
Yeah, a little bit.
Knees. You know, I gotta walk.
Come on,
In the beer leagues.
bro. Yo.
Yo, no, man. I mean, it's really sick to see, like, you know, how many years ago K Club was.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like, I think it was like 6 years,
That was time ago.
long time. But then to see kind of
Just
like
6 years?
at the end,
I feel like it was more than that, to be honest.
It might have been more, still.
6 years ago, or is
6 years
That's what he
ago.
said.
Yeah,
that's crazy?
I
What was
started
it?
out when I was 19, so 27 now.
That'd been before that, actually. Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I mean? So
that'd been longer.
yeah,
Damn.
I did 8 years.
Time flies,
9
bro.
years, yeah.
Damn, was that long ago?
Yeah, because I was 18 turning 19, so.
Time flies.
My perception of time is all the way off.
That's what happens when you're working, bro. Like, I was talking to this guy the other day, and I'm like, yo, I find myself sometimes reminiscing, and I'm like, you know, it's cool sometimes, but at the same time, it's bad in a sense. Like, I feel like I'm just always, I might be looking in the past too much. Just look, like, have you ever listened to a song and you're like, fuck, like, I remember when this was happening.
That's
I
why
was here.
music's so powerful.
It's
It
so
brings you back
powerful,
to whatever
bro.
moment, whatever you were going through at that
Yeah.
point in time, right?
Yeah,
But no,
yeah, no, I was just gonna say, like, I'm like switching that mindset into more of like a looking forward attitude. I think is just big. It's huge. So
yeah.
I love reminiscing because it keeps you grounded. It makes you remember where you came from and
that is
see
true.
how far you got, you know?
Yeah,
I think I forget to reminisce sometimes, but I'm always thinking about like
What's next?
what's next, and it's like
Yeah.
it's kind of toxic because you're always thinking about the next move, and like the hardest part for me was to kind of ground myself in like the right now, you know. So
settle
like,
down.
right
Just-
now I've gotten a lot better at just like appreciating processes and just being in the moment and
Yeah,
doing shit, whatever you can control right now. But before it was always like, yo, fuck, like, what's the next move? What's the next move? What's the next move? What's the next move? And it's like, you have no time to just sit and reminisce on how far you have came.
you ever feel like you don't get enough done though sometimes?
Oh, yeah.
Everybody, you're
That's
your
a
biggest critique. That's how it goes for everybody.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
100%.
Biggest critic. I said critique.
You had to catch that. You had to catch that.
Sounded wrong.
They catch that one
I'm
still.
the biggest critic for real.
But yeah, man, like this is crazy because we literally talked about this too, where it's just like when you have that mindset, you get shit done, but you'll get to a point where you just burn out. And like for me, I'll take days where I'm just like, fuck, I don't even feel like doing much. You know what I mean? But it's a toxic mindset for sure. I think we all struggle with it. So
And I think when I see you, what you're doing so much shit at once.
Yeah, bro.
That's I relate to that because I'm like that too. I just be the way I work is like I'll work on X until I can't work on X anymore. I don't force myself to keep working on X. I move over to Y, and then when Y runs out and the answer to X pops up, I go back to X. You know, that's the way I work. So it's like it's juggling. It looks like you're doing a lot. You're just like I'm really more about just like managing the energy. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to, you know, I think it's difficult to try to focus on one thing so hard because sometimes you're not in the mood to work on that.
Yeah, they say
Facts.
most millionaires have at least like 7 different pockets of income, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to be the best at what you do, but as long as you know the basis, you know, and you have a passion for it, you can't lose. Like I have 4 right now, right? Like literally, and then my actual job that I'm doing. So it's like that's 5 streams right now, and then I'm helping out people with their projects as well. So those are little pockets of extra income. And I spoke about this on the last podcast that I was on. One of my OGs, Cash from Western Road, one of my guys. I always shout this guy out because he keeps me going. You know, He literally said it's important to make sure money touches your hand every single day. And I'm not talking about at the end of the week. You want to make sure it touches your hand every single day, whether it's $20, $200, $2,000. You need to make sure money ends up in the palm of your hand every single day. And that's something that I work for, you know?
I like that. That's actually a really...
You can't lose.
100%. It adds up at the end of the day. I think we're in a society right now that allows us to pursue all these different types of incomes. And I mean, you know, maybe we might not be passionate about it all the time, but just having that opportunity compared to other places in the world, it's a blessing in itself, you know. So that's something that just we can't really take for granted.
Well, being in Canada is like, yo, you can really...
Blessing. I'm so grateful
crazy,
my parents
bro.
moved here instead of America or even the UK, to be honest, because it seems pretty racist over there. Like,
Oh,
You been out there before or not?
I haven't been, but I have family over there.
Yeah, family? Okay.
I got family over there too. Yeah, it's,
Where you
it
from,
looks
bro?
Like background?
Yeah.
On the internet, I'm Jamaican and Somalian.
That's it.
Sometimes strictly Somalian. I'm also 5'8" on the internet.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that shit, bro.
We were gonna unpack that. We're like, yo, why you gotta
here, bro?
why you gotta lie about your height, man?
It's crazy.
I try to go hard for the underdogs. You know, I feel like when I was younger, Somalians weren't getting enough love, and I don't like that because I grew up in Little Somalia. Like, you know what I mean? Weston and Lawrence.
Yeah.
That's Little Somalia. Shout out my 111 brothers. You know, and I don't like how they treated Somalians. So I was just like, you know what? I'm Somalian. So what? And people would just be like, all right, well, Newby's cool. So I get it.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
The energy would shift. So I'd always
It's
go hard for
hilarious.
the underdogs. And even with Raptors, a lot of people didn't rock with Raptors until we won a ship. I was saying Raptors are winning it every single year, even when we didn't win it. Don't worry, we got it in game 8. You know what I mean? Making jokes, you know, like Raptors are my guys. You know, I always go for the underdogs. That's how I stay.
You're there during the 4 days.
Bro,
Garbajosa.
bro, trust me, the sad days. Trust me, sadder times.
Tough
You know what though? I see what management was trying to do when like drafting Andrea Bargnani. Because if Andrea Bargnani was playing right now,
Bro, he would be
he'd
killing,
be a
bro.
beast.
He'd be killing.
You know, like look, he's a 7 foot like small forward.
He's Porzingis now. You realize that?
That's exactly
exactly
feel
what it
like
is.
He got too comfortable with how we were treating him.
I don't think that. I think they were just
Primo
trying
pasta and sauce.
100%. Like they gave him.
Yo, you see that commercial? That just
that
pops in my mind.
that was strictly for the Italians.
Yo,
That's for Woodbridge. That's for
Little
Woodbridge
Italy
right there.
Yeah.
No, I registered what you said. This guy didn't say that.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, they pampered that guy. Like, he wasn't doing enough, and they really pampered him. It was sad.
He had a couple good seasons. Like,
He had some good.
he had some good seasons.
When he was
being
playing
real.
his actual position under Sam Mitchell, he
Yeah.
had great success. When Triano came in and tried to put him at the big spot, he's not a big man.
Yeah.
He never played the post.
We never really had all-stars after Vince Carter until, like,
Bosch.
Bosh.
I feel like he's even pushing. I feel like Bosch could be a solid 6-man, to be honest.
That's
Nah,
crazy.
Bosch an all-star.
That's
man.
crazy.
Wow.
I don't know about that one.
He's not a superstar, but
That's what I'm talking about. We haven't had a superstar since Vince Carter up until Kawhi Leonard, to be honest.
Yeah,
yeah,
superstar.
I agree
Yeah,
with that.
That's how I feel.
he's a star. I'll give him a star, but he's not a superstar.
Because Raptors roster has been full of 6 men that just play well together for the most part. Until Kawhi came along and showed us that we could stand alone. You know what I mean?
100%. What were your thoughts on this year, bro? Because I mean, for our squad, I think we did pretty well.
I think we did great.
You know,
We did very great.
we did very well. Yeah, and I mean, just up until that last game, you know, just a couple bounces didn't go our way and whatnot. But if it did, we would have been in the finals against Miami. That would have been crazy.
I feel like we needed that home court advantage. We didn't have that
Yeah.
crowd, you know?
Yeah.
That's a big part of it for me.
hey, don't worry, man. Giannis is coming here. Danforth on 3.
I hope so, bro. That'd be great, bro.
Shout out Square Boy. We can get Giannis just now. Tika Niskala.
They were saying Giannis. They were saying KD. They were saying a whole bunch of stuff.
KD's we're his favorite
New
team
York,
though.
yeah,
Apparently,
Brooklyn?
yeah. But we're his favorite team. Like you said, we're his
Right?
favorite team growing up.
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's cap.
T-Mac and Vince,
I
man.
think that's cap.
You think that's cap?
No,
He's
that's
saying
cap.
that for Drake.
That
You know-
might be
you
it
know
still.
their-
That
you
might
know
be it
their
still.
close, you know their
That
close,
might be
you
it
know?
still.
That's cap. Nobody,
Ah.
nobody grew up saying, "Yo, I rock with
the
the Raptors."
Raptors?
Like,
Hell no, bro.
Especially when he was a kid. Come on, bro.
You know what my biggest pet peeve was, bro? Is like now all of a sudden we're Canada's team.
we were always Canada's team, though.
But like,
That's the thing.
if you went out west, bro, no one would be rocking with Toronto. It would be weird as hell. Like I was in Edmonton the past 4 years. Everyone was either like Golden State fan or
Oh, that's crazy.
it's
Yeah, that's
crazy,
kinda
bro.
wild.
I
So
thought you meant to America. Like,
Well,
to Americans, we were
yeah,
always
probably
Team
that.
Canada.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to play over at Canada.
Nah, bro.
it's a shame on America that out of 30 NBA teams, you have 29 and you couldn't win in
Yeah.
2019. Like that's the
That's
numbers
a
don't
bad
add up.
shit,
But then they can be like, but they're playing with our Americans, so hey.
Yeah, facts.
That's how
Yeah, I mean, we got the best GM in the game.
Easily.
Like it's not even close. I
Easily.
can't think of any other GM that does what he does.
Yeah.
He swindled so many teams. You know, he rolled the dice on Kawhi.
He had to, bro. That was a
big
hit or
gamble,
miss.
still, that was
You can tell he played CeeLo growing up, bro. That's
When he
crazy.
did that, I was like, yeah, we're going to the finals.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we were winning. I'm like,
I
we're
didn't
going to
know
the
we were
finals
going
for
to the finals,
sure.
but I definitely faked the funk. I was like, we're winning it. We're winning it.
If you put Kawhi on any team, they have a chance of going to the finals. Though.
Yeah, he's a problem.
We got to talk about Paul George.
Playoff P.
I don't even want to talk about that guy.
Yeah, that's a waste of breath. To me.
Yeah.
I thought the Clippers were the best team, like starting the season, because the pieces are there.
I hear what you're saying,
I eat
but-
like I'll take the L on that because I was right about 2019, so I'll take the L on that. But the pieces were there.
Okay.
What was missing? I'll tell you right now. When Kawhi came to Toronto, he wasn't the leader of the team. He was just the best player.
Yeah.
That's a
it's-
fact.
Lowry was the
was
leader.
the engine.
You
Yeah.
know, when he goes to the Clippers, who's the leader of that team? Kawhi is not a vocal leader. He's not gonna tap you on your ass and be like, "Hey man,
Yeah.
good play." You know what I'm saying? He doesn't
For
have
some
that.
reason, I feel like he had that leadership role as soon as he landed in Clippers, though. Am I wrong? Like, I feel like he was more of the voice than he was on Raptors.
But he isn't a voice though. Like he doesn't talk.
I think, but that's the thing though. A leader doesn't have to be the most vocal. You know, a leader can demonstrate and lead just by example. I think that's what Kawhi does. But with Toronto, I mean, even with the Clippers, you have vocal. I wouldn't even call them leaders.
They're not
but
leaders.
guys that
They're just bark. They
You
just
know,
bark.
Pat
Yeah.
Bev.
Pat
you know.
Bev and-
Wait, so he's a leader? Pat Bev?
Oh hell
No,
no,
no, no.
hell
Oh,
no.
okay.
But I'm saying like at the forefront, that's who you see as like the Clippers. You know,
Dogs,
when you know, it's
Chihuahuas.
They have
exactly,
dogs, yeah.
You know, but I think it was I heard like Lou Will talk about like they didn't have enough chemistry or something like that.
It wasn't chemistry.
I'm like,
man. It
bro,
was-
Toronto
I was gonna say chemistry before, but no, it was just
Can't
they
use
were
that,
off.
bro.
I don't know what it was with Paul George. Like,
I just
it's
feel.
crazy.
I just think also, Paul George isn't like he's a good second guy.
He's a great.
Yeah. When he's on, he's on.
I believe he's one of the best of all time. Top
Okay.
top
Talent,
50.
talent wise,
Top 50.
maybe like in
Top-
terms of what he can do with the
Paul
basketball.
George, the man broke his.
I thought you were gonna say like top
Not top
20
10
or something like
50.
that.
No,
I was
no,
like,
no, no,
whoa,
top
yeah.
50, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
he deserved to go down in the Hall of Fame after he came back from that injury and does what he does. Like,
In terms of what
Think
he
he
can do
deserves
with the
that?
basketball,
he deserves it. A Hall of Famer for sure. Like, for
I don't know.
sure.
I
I
don't
don't
know
know
about
about
that
that one.
one.
Still,
Don't
that's
agree?
I don't know about that one, bro.
Hall of Fame is a serious.
That's yeah.
You know, Hall of Fame is like you've done a lot for the game of basketball.
I feel like he's done so.
Even outside the NBA too.
Yeah,
I
also,
feel like he's done so much, man.
Not
Like,
really.
People are looking at this season and they're just like,
He's been to the Olympics.
but we gotta look at like Dame Lillard had a really good point. He said all this guy does is run from the smoke. He didn't stay in Indiana. He didn't stay in OKC. Then he went to the Clippers and thought he was gonna get in a ring. And it's like, I think ability wise, 100%, he's one of the best players we've ever seen. At 6'10", what he can do with the
6'8",
basketball,
6'8", I think he's 6'8".
he's tall.
Yeah.
He's long. He's really
big
tall.
guy that moves.
Yeah.
And then the way he can like dribble the pill and shoot and like stop, like he does everything, but he just doesn't impose his will on the game like Kawhi does or Kobe did
like
or
he
LeBron
I
does.
feel like he did. I don't know what 2020 was. I feel like he definitely did. Even when Damian Lillard kicked him out of the playoffs, I feel like he definitely still did. Like he was a presence. Most definitely.
Yeah, he plays both sides of the ball, but I mean, I don't know, man. It's something. It's mental midget, man. You know, like it's all in his head. I feel
Yeah,
like.
that happens sometimes as a hooper. You know, you have all these influences outside that affect that, and being in a bubble too doesn't help. Let's be real. They were there for maybe 2-3 months.
Yeah, they were there
So,
for a minute.
Taking that into account, I'm not giving them the excuse or whatnot, but I think just being in the game myself, like I know how like that mental hits can take a take a hit on you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
They shit the bed though, bro. But
Yeah, they did.
But
That's why I was saying with Kawhi Leonard in terms of being vocal, I think he was very vocal based on his frustrations. because he was not happy.
Yeah. There's
You know what I mean? Like,
Well,
Yeah.
and this is why we have general managers, because you don't come to a team and say, I want this, this, and this, because you don't know what you're talking about. You're biased. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're coming on the court and you're saying, I want this player and this player and this player. That's not how organizations work.
not everybody could be LeBron. Still.
Exactly. Not everybody can be LeBron. LeBron is a GM. Right? LeBron is an owner.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, when the GM is there to say, okay, I'm putting the best pieces together that from the outside looking in, I think can work. You know, and that's building a team. As soon as Kawhi came and his uncle was saying, hey, no, he wants a big superstar. I think they wanted Kyrie. I think they wanted, like, Paul George was not the first choice. I think Paul George was like the third choice or something like that. You know, and these weren't demands the Clippers were doing, because if Kawhi comes into the Clippers without Paul George, that's still a powerhouse team.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They took Golden State to 6 right before Kawhi gets there. You add Kawhi. It's the same thing the Raptors did. They just added Kawhi. Minus DeRozan, you know what I'm saying? But then you traded a bunch of assets. You traded Shea. Shea was balling. You know, you traded Danilo Gallinari. He's a reliable, you know, wing guy. You blew up the team and expected to win right away. Like that. That's not
pull him
basketball.
aside, man.
You know, and then here comes the Lakers. These guys have been building this, even though it looks like they bought the team. They didn't, because they've been slowly putting it together. LeBron was a big piece, and then AD was the final piece. You know, so they knew what they were doing, but the Clippers didn't really know what they were doing. They just, here's some money.
I think it's just their culture too, bro. It's tough to. They got a curse. Let's be real, bro. There's something there.
Is it
Clippers?
the Clippers?
Yeah, there's something there. Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Y'all believe in curses?
Shoot, I guess it depends on my mood, to be honest.
Superstitious?
Sometimes I'm feeling spiritual. Sometimes I'm like, nah, that's a joke.
You hop over cracks?
If my mom cheeses me, I'll step. That's my dog, though. Shout out Mama Dukes.
Shit.
That's my dog. Me and my mom do everything. That's my dog for real.
What's up, bro? That's what's up.
Family's everything, man. I mean, yeah, my mom loves the gift of gab.
Oh, 100%. Mine too. 100%.
She tapped in. Oh, man.
Sometimes you're realist supporters. Not even sometimes, all the time. You're realist supporters with everything. So, bro, I wanted to talk about this Twitter, man. We got to get back into this 5'8" business, man. Like, this is, what are we doing here, bro?
Oh, 5'8", Mr.
doing,
5'8". That's me, man. I'm 5'8".
I know some niggas that are 5'8" that say they're 6 feet.
Oh, that's the craziest
That's
part.
crazy.
That's the
You
craziest
know what's
part.
crazy?
There's a lot of guys that are shorter than me telling people they're 6'2", and I'm like,
Yeah, fam. Doesn't make any
bro,
sense.
come on, bro. Like I'm 6'2" in a little bit, but I'm not telling girls I'm 6'3". Like,
Yeah.
just hug the 6'2".
Working with this guy, I hear it all the time. It's crazy, dog.
What's he? How tall are you, Alex?
6 feet.
Okay. He is 6 feet.
Come on, bro.
He is 6
Yeah.
We're doing this now,
Come
man.
on,
Come
Come
on,
on,
bro.
my nigga. Come on, my
Yogi,
nigga.
man. Come
Come
on,
on,
bro.
man.
Come on, bro.
I swear, I'm not. If he
Cut
What are
the
we doing
cap.
here, bro?
so wait.
Look, are you seeing the insoles on that on us? Come on, man.
But I'm wearing boots.
The platforms.
But I'm wearing
Yeah,
boots.
I'll give you the
I'm wearing
6'1".
Hey.
You're saying I'm
What are we
6'1",
doing?
You think
How
I'm
tall are you?
6'2"?
How tall are you?
Respect me.
And a little bit,
6'2"?
but I say
I'll give you
6'2".
I'll give you the 6'2".
Yeah, but I'm
Respect me.
5'8" online.
Respect me.
Yeah, he's definitely.
Respect me.
You're gonna give him the 6 foot.
Yeah.
6 foot for sure.
What are we doing here?
Yeah,
bro?
nigga.
6 foot for
What are
sure.
we doing here?
Yeah.
This guy brought us.
He's
pissed.
pissed. He's pissed. He's hot. Look. He's pissed. He's pissed.
I actually
Yeah.
looked at it because I remember. I swear in K Club you were taller than me. No, I feel like this guy was taller than me before. To be honest,
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Stop drinking his milk.
I don't drink cow milk.
Yeah, I don't do that.
That
shit.
shit-
Almond
It's
milk,
2020. We don't do that. We don't do them
Yeah,
things.
Yeah, you see my fridge, bro. I don't.
Yeah,
do
there's
that.
no. It doesn't make sense. So, a man went up to a cow, pulled on the titty.
I want to know. I want to know who the first man to like milk a cow. Like, what was he thinking? Like,
I think personally, he was just like, yo, if this could come from a female, let me try it out with this cow. And just reach for it and just.
Yeah, he had a weird fetish. Something. He had a weird fetish or
what's
some
that?
shit.
What? Oh,
To
do
scratch.
something with that.
Ping, ping, ping.
That's crazy though, bro.
You know, speaking, we was talking about support, family support a little bit.
Yeah, speaking about support, I'm wearing straight local gear. This is my boy Carlo in the ends.
Oh yeah,
Ends gear. I'm walking. My boys fly rags. You know that Fendi. My homegirl Chosen.
Carlo right there, man. He's gifted Gab alumni. I don't even know how to say it. How you say it?
He said it.
I'm just gonna sound like an idiot on this
So,
podcast.
yo,
Is it Spanish?
try
Is
to
it
find I think
French?
it's like-
Soko
I think
Patu.
it's Spanish.
Yeah.
It's like Soko.
You
I
know?
can't even lie.
Yeah, he's been on the show.
Yeah, I can't even lie. I told him I'm getting a shirt like 2 weeks ago. I haven't even followed through with it yet. So
Hopefully before this drops, he copped the shirt, Carlo. Because
need that. Yeah,
this thing.
it's tough.
This thing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You might have to bring Carlo back in the mix, man.
Nah, 100%.
It's a fun
100%.
time.
Alright, done someone.
Shout out him. Shout out him.
Yeah,
He's 6 foot in real life. That guy, I'm 5'8" though. Yeah. Can we keep on going? You guys just pause dramatically.
Yo, dog. Anyways,
we were speaking about support.
Yeah.
I have a supporter of Keeping Up with Curtis.
Oh, 100%. Shout out Keeping Up with Curtis, by the way.
Yeah, no, that's my guy.
All for
Curtis.
your meme needs, man.
Curtis is a guy.
He's hilarious. Though. I rock with that guy.
Yeah, I've never seen him in my life.
That guy's hilarious.
Yeah. I want to meet him still. I want to meet him, though. I don't know.
Stealing his posts and put on my Snapchat talking about
Yeah.
why men deserve nothing or why women deserve Honestly, like, people deserve nothing, man.
That series.
Men are blowing out women right now. It's like 106 for men and 65 for women.
So men are worse?
Men are worse.
We've been
worse,
worse. We've been
We're
worse.
pretty nasty. I'm not gonna lie.
I think we start a lot of shit, but I think women respond even worse.
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
He started, but women run with
Yeah,
it.
they
run.
You know what it
They
is?
got the baton and they're still going.
They
You know
won't
what I mean?
put it down. It's
Oh.
like, baby,
we
slow
we
down.
just do a lot of little shit.
That adds up.
Yeah, women, it's big. It'll be
Colossal.
one
Yeah.
colossal.
But it hits. It hits. Like,
It hurts.
it's like, damn, you really did that?
Most def.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You ever, when you've been cheating on your girl all year.
Your girl, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, wow.
She goes and fucking shakes hand with another guy. Like, what are you doing here, bro?
Fuck.
Out here
Goes for
talking
lunch
about
with
she
her
wants a
coworker.
guy friend. What the hell is that? What the hell even is that?
Work husband.
What are you doing here, bro?
Oh my goodness.
That's your
Yo.
brother.
Come on. Stop this. Yeah, stop this.
I'm
man.
playing.
What
I'm
you
definitely not insecure. I'm joking.
Oh, nah,
doing? Had to take off that.
now we're out. Now we're out here making fake accounts.
Pages and
Oh, that last bit. Oh,
the
my
last
gosh,
page.
fam.
Don't get me started.
Stop this, man. Like,
Oh my goodness.
I never even seen one weave post on your page, but you're following me, creeping my stories. What are you
That's the
doing here?
craziest part. And you're private with 0 posts.
That's when it hurts.
Following 5.
Following.
Like, what are you doing here, man? Like, say a word. That's crazy.
Oh man, we're angels over here, but you know what I'm saying. But
I'm definitely an angel. Waiting
Yeah,
until
100%,
men.
man.
you know what I'm saying.
Holla at me.
Allah gang. I
I'd
mean,
say halal gang if there weren't politics involved, but I am super halal.
the city is. That's why I'm on Saga.
That's why these
right now.
guys, yeah.
That's why I'm in
we-
Saga.
Come on, man. Come to this.
I'm not in downtown Toronto, but yeah,
Come
no,
on, man.
I'm out to mix. You know, ladies, leave me alone. I'm waiting until marriage.
That's a fact.
2 marriages, 3 marriages.
Yeah,
4.
maybe 4.
I want one and only
That's what I'm saying. I've been trying to tell this guy, I'm just on one and done. You know what I'm saying?
one and done.
One and done.
Okay, that's smooth.
It is what it is.
6 marriages.
That's crazy.
8
Oh,
marriages.
he's still going.
At
Another
what
one.
point? At what point is it like, yo, this is too much?
I think he's going for that LeBron speech. Is that what you were doing there?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You only end up with 2 at the end. So it's I mean, they said 6, not 7, not 8. They walked out with 2. Who takes? You know what I'm
It
saying?
is what it is.
Let's settle with 2. But I mean, why women deserve nothing? Why men deserve nothing?
Let's start with the first question. Why do men deserve nothing?
I honestly started it as a joke because there was this meme going on why men and why women deserve less. But based on some of the posts I've been seeing, we don't deserve less. We deserve absolutely nothing because some things are just, it doesn't make sense to me how somebody could say something and mean it. Like, you look at some of these people on the internet and it's like, aren't we all joking here? It's like, no, I'm serious. It's like,
Fuck.
you're serious. Like, this is your life you're actually putting on the internet. Like, you're really
exposing yourself.
Everything, fam.
Oh, you
Yeah.
had sex last night.
You didn't wrap up.
Oh,
Say word.
wow.
Those memes are hitting a little too close to home.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
yelling, ma'am. That LMFAO it's on caps.
What are
We
you doing
see
here?
you. We see you.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I mean, I seen some crazy. Sometimes, you know, I see Curtis posting some memes, and I see this guy
Shout out
posting some
Curtis,
memes,
man. Shout out
and
out
I'm
that
just
guy, man.
like,
That guy's a guy.
okay, that's funny. And then there's the 1-2 odd women in the comment that's like, this is not funny. It's like, guys, you know,
When a meme is like more than 3 sentences long, I'm like, hey, this one's hurting you personally.
It's
You know
comedy.
what I'm saying? Too much description is like, all right, yeah.
guys, I thought we're doing comedy.
That's what I'm saying.
A little too personal now.
Yo, that's the thing with Twitter though, and I was talking about this on a previous episode. It's like some people take it serious, like you were saying, and then others take it as like a joke, like a joke thing. It's sometimes
hard.
hard,
Jokes. It's in my bio.
but yo,
I'm here
it's
for the jokes.
it's
Like,
sometimes hard to like decipher the two. Because if you really take someone serious, that's a joke thing. They're gonna be like, "Yo, I want smoke, bro. What are you talking? Why are you saying my name
Yeah,
here, or
it's
joking about
crazy,
that,
it's
or joking
crazy.
about this?" It's like,
crazy.
you know, it's tough to navigate sometimes.
Most def.
There's Twitter worlds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
know, and
Have you
I've-
ever been to a Twitter function?
nah, like
It's scary. It's
like
scary.
a-
I wouldn't
Twitter
like an
function?
unintentional Twitter function, or
No,
like
it's
a planned
it's like
one.
a bunch of these Twitter people. They form a little function, and you. go
Oh
there.
nah,
Everybody's just in their phone, not socializing.
that's weird stuff.
Hey superstar, hey superstar, hey celeb, back in their phone.
Yeah,
Talking about, hey, you see what happened on the timeline? It's like, yo, bro, we're gonna talk about the timeline. Like, it's scary.
Yeah.
There's life outside the timeline.
that's crazy. I didn't even know that was a thing. To be honest with you, bro.
Yeah, I just go a couple functions here and there.
Yeah, see,
Going out during COVID.
I have been going out during COVID. I am those are horns, if you guys could see. But
Yeah.
I've been going out. I even promote during COVID. I'm Satan when it comes to that. To be honest,
you're not scared of COVID?
honestly, I'm gonna leave that one alone. Still, it could get very messy. Answer
Yeah,
that.
I'm gonna sip my.
Yeah,
Conspiracy.
Sips my vodka.
X-Files.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I don't know, man. I'm really like, when it comes to Twitter, I'm neither here nor there. You pour it, yeah. Sip your tea. It's two worlds. I feel like out here when you come to Toronto and then there's this Twitter sphere, it's a totally different world than when you're out of Toronto and you see the way other people be using Twitter. It's like it's such a contrast.
Yeah.
You know, because obviously, yeah, because we're like, I'm in Edmonton, you know, so like I see how people there use Twitter and the way they tweet. It's all like politicians and reporters tweeting information. And
Very
it's
by
like,
the book.
like like there's like an unwritten rule book
Probably
over
it's
there.
based on the people you're following out west, because I know a lot of, urban, quote unquote, up to the speed type of people.
Black
out
Twitter?
west. Yeah, Black Twitter.
Black
there
Twitter,
you go.
yeah.
I didn't want to just boom.
We'll say Black Twitter.
Urban.
Urban. Black Twitter.
People love throwing that word urban. Though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I don't think
I like your urbanness.
I don't think
Politically correct way of
Just
saying
say I'm
black.
black. Like, what are you doing here?
urban's just another word for inner city. Just say inner city or black.
I feel like urban is a lot. Like
It's a
black
lot.
and inner
Yeah.
city.
Yeah.
I like the word inner city. It has socioeconomic
Yeah,
implications on it.
Smooth.
I like urban has that like
Super
you know
smooth,
that
yeah.
I just urban. I just feel like it's just genreizing me. Like this is the
It
music,
definitely is. So is saying Black Twitter.
yeah.
It's literally
pretty
a
much.
group.
But when you really think about it, like black people invented country music, black people invented soul music, black people invented blues. We invented all these music.
I'm not ready for that conversation.
So how are we gonna sit here and say, "Oh, urban music"? Excuse me, sir.
Doesn't make
Everything's
sense.
urban
Yeah.
music.
You know,
really
we
think
brought the
about it, yeah.
banjo over here. You guys took it and started using it for country. So it's like, I mean, we can get into the history, but I mean, let's not go there. Black Twitter would love
Only on
it.
February apparently, but yeah.
Oh,
I want to touch on like how you're talking about the differences between Twitter, So I was obviously in Edmonton too, and I can see the differences. I noticed that Toronto Twitter is very pockety. Like everyone kind of like stays like there's different groups, if you know what I mean. Like there's you can even call it like say Brampton and Toronto Twitter. You can group that as one. You can say there's like sports Twitter and whatnot. But I find like everyone knows everyone.
Ish.
On the TL ish.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, let me just ask you this. Has there ever been someone that came up to me like, yo, you're that guy from the TL, I seen that tweet or that tweet. Is that a actual thing or
You're asking.
some
on
niggas.
you.
I'm gonna ask you. Some niggas still call me Duffel Bag Dro. I'm
That's
like, it's
crazy.
not me no
Damn,
more.
I forgot about
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's when you and thing were booming on the timeline. What was his name? Somali guy, funniest man. Da.
Dabs.
That guy's hilarious, That guy's hilarious. So,
That was so
you
long
and
ago.
Friggin' Roger. Oh my god, I shouldn't be saying gubbies.
Man's dropping. Yeah.
Good times.
Way
Good
better.
times.
Oh, Floyd. Yeah.
Yeah, but
times.
honestly, I'm a nerd. Nobody really knows me from anywhere. So I'm joking. Yeah, I've had that happen.
I just
It's ridiculous.
It's
like even with
crazy.
my mask on, like in public, aren't
That's
you
crazy.
that Yosoynewby? I was like, it's actually Yosoynewby, Spanish, but
Yeah.
it's cool. Yeah, that's me. Like, oh, I didn't think you would say hi back, but hey, man,
That's
hey, brother.
crazy.
It's not that serious.
I
Crazy,
have the
yeah,
hands up.
like-
My fist is
yeah.
up. Hey,
I'm a human being. I just have a Twitter account.
literally, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm not like people look at cloud and they swear it's some type of drug.
It is for a lot of people though.
I don't get it. Like I like the perks that come with it.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna move like I'm better than anybody else. At the end of the day, we're all human beings,
Mm-hmm.
But you see the shit that people do for likes or for views. Shit,
That's a fact.
Six Buzz even like advocates for that. Like they promote a lot of dumb shit. You know
Honestly, I don't like how everybody talks down on Six Buzz, to be honest. I could get backlash for saying that, but there was pages doing that before Six Buzz. There were websites doing that. Look at World Star Hip Hop.
World Star is another
Look
example.
at
Exactly.
World, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's
Like,
another
People
example.
don't talk down on World Star, but because Six Buzz is local, people know that they're from Brampton or Toronto or wherever
Yeah.
they're from. It's like, yo, screw Six Buzz. I don't even follow them, but they have a fake account that follows them.
Yeah,
Come on, bro. You don't
Doesn't
follow
make
them,
sense.
but you see what's happening every day.
it doesn't make sense. Yeah,
Come on, bro.
Don't get me wrong. Six Buzz does do some positive things for the community.
Yeah,
I've seen a
they
lot. They
did,
did like a
they did.
backpack drive. I think
Yeah,
I
with
seen.
my guys. Big up
Yeah.
Cash again. Cash
That's
and my
what's
guy
up.
Rich.
Mhm.
What's their brand called again? Cash Feelings. Yeah, those are my guys. They
Oh,
collab-
Cash Feelings.
Yeah, they collabed
Oh,
with Six
shit.
Buzz.
Yeah, I
Those
heard
are
of
my
them, yeah.
mentors still. Rich and Cash.
My bro had a hat from him. That's
They're
crazy.
Geniuses. Still.
Yeah.
Six Buzz is a media company, man. And
Yeah,
like,
like,
and they've taken social media and milked it,
I
and that's what
see
you're
what they did
supposed to
still.
do. Like, the problem I see, not a problem with social media, is like two things. One, when we talk about like how social media is addicting and this thing with the social dilemma and all this stuff, like that documentary and shit, people are so quick to demonize social media. So people are so quick to demonize these pages, these things. One, nobody's accountable for their use of social media anymore. Everybody wants to say, "Oh, this guy does this." You choose your social
Yeah,
media
people often
experience.
throw the blame.
You know, people want to blame. People are always looking for someone else to blame. Literally,
Something to talk about.
Accountability is not a thing anymore.
there's no accountability for anything anymore. That's first and foremost. Second, it's like it's a tool. These guys are using it as a tool. You guys are consuming it like it's not a tool. You guys are consuming it. You guys are wrapping your lives around it, and then it's like,
100% for no reason.
and then you guys want to blame somebody else and say, "Oh, nah, that they're so toxic. Oh, they don't promote anything." No, they do. You just wrap your life around this shit, and then you want to look to someone to blame because you're not focused, or you're always looking at this shit, or you're. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of finger pointing out here.
100%.
There's not enough like, oh, okay, maybe I need to unfollow Six Buzz, or maybe I need to put my phone down for a bit, or maybe I need to not,
Maybe I should find a job.
like,
Maybe I should get some money.
You know what I'm
as
saying?
simple
Be
as that.
productive, possibly.
Yeah.
Volunteer hours,
like something. If you're out here and it's like you're just on social media, be on social media, it's cool, it's fun, there's a lot of things a lot of information, some false, some real. It's cool, but at the end of the day, it's a tool. If you're letting this tool use you, it's the same thing with basketball. We talk about basketball. Some guys play basketball their whole lives, but basketball's using them. Same thing with social media.
they
Social
get
media
caught
could
up
be
in the
using
trap.
you too. If you're not using social media, because I was saying this on another episode, there's niggas getting money on social media. There's women getting money on social media. So social media is serious.
It's all about your mentality, to be honest. Like,
100%.
when people call me a Twitter guy, I look at that and be like, don't do that, because like there's Twitter guys and then there's guys on Twitter. Because I'm a guy in real life, you know what I mean? If you meet me in person, you're gonna have a good time. We're like, I'm cool, like I'm casual, I'm calm, easy to get along with. A lot of these people, they don't know how to socialize, and it's scary. Like, you have the most talk on the internet,
Bro.
but in person, it's like you're afraid to approach a woman. Like, what's wrong with you?
Dog,
brother?
that is
What is going on?
I'm
Like,
glad you brought that up.
it's
bro.
2020. Like, we're all grown at the end of
Yeah.
the day. Like, I hope.
Yeah. That, and I wonder why that difference comes from. Maybe it's because they're so comfortable on social media where their only interactions are from that. Where they get in person, it's like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
you see her, like,
yeah.
just go approach her. You know what I'm saying?
definitely.
It's weird.
You know why? You can be whoever you want on social media.
That is facts.
You can be whoever you want on the internet. Like, there's nothing stopping me.
But do you think that
can.
they're just not getting enough reps in real life? Because all the reps are coming like online. Like they're getting used to communicating. They're getting used to posting themselves online.
When you
Do you
say
think?
reps,
I'm just saying with anything, community, like talking to people, tweeting at people.
they're not doing enough talking with people?
They're not doing enough talking in real life. Like doing this type of thing, going out and
I
about.
guess, but I feel like it takes some type of confidence to get on the internet and just no.
Do you think it takes more confidence to get on the internet and tweet, or more confidence to do it in real life?
I personally think it's the same thing.
It's the same?
It's for me personally.
Is it a confidence or is it an entitlement?
I think it's a confidence.
I feel like it's confidence.
You could hide behind the keyboard, bro.
Yeah, but if you hide behind the keyboard, and everybody's entitled to an opinion,
Yeah.
but when you hide behind the keyboard and start spewing some shit you don't know about, that's a bad opinion.
I mean, that's why we got burner accounts.
Oh, that's so sad. And another thing that's crazy
we?
nowadays is mental health. Like
Mental
so many
health.
people are like
Yeah.
scared to be themselves nowadays. And
Yeah.
like when you call them out on something that they're doing wrong, the first thing that they're thinking about is suicide. And it's sad. It's so messed up. Especially like there's so many things you could do before that. You know, like I wish I could talk to people that even go to that dark place, because I want to uplift as many people as I can, because that's such a scary time. Like I personally have never been there. But, like, thinking about it, like, when I was young and a kid and I was immature, I used to be like, why would you even do that? But, like, mental health is real. Like, it's scary, man. A lot of people, like, really go through that. And it's, man.
I think we don't realize how many people are actually going through it, too.
When you go on the timeline, you'll see it. A lot of
Yeah.
people, I'm so ugly. And they mean it.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even think I could approach a girl. They mean it. It's scary. Like, they're
Yeah.
serious. It's like, yeah, me too. I get no girls. And they're just like, nah, dead ass. And it's like, are you serious? You know, it's sort of, it's I shouldn't be laughing, but it's real.
Nah, like I know what you're saying,
You know
though.
what
I know what you're
It's
saying.
like, oh shoot, they're real. They're for real. Like,
But yo, I was gonna say that even starts back to like even our circles, because like I think with a lot of times as men, we don't often. I mean, I don't even speak for you guys, but from my circle, sometimes we may not check on each other mentally because it's so overlooked.
Yeah,
you automatically assume everyone's good. You know,
That's a fact.
you got your job, you got your girl, whoever you're talking to, you got your passions, like everything's good. You know what I'm saying? So just having that conversation and checking in, I think has to be more normalized, especially among men, bro. It'll be big.
Absolutely, man. I mean, mental health, like, you will never know you have a problem unless you talk to someone and,
Yeah.
you know, like he was saying, I'm very fortunate to have a healthy mind,
most definitely.
you know, but I can't really, it's really hard to conceptualize mental health. And that's why the conversations are very, very important, because that's where the empathy comes in. And that's one thing that keeps us human, is like when we can empathize with people. And that's the hardest, like, trait to master. I'm still working on it. Like, I don't know how, it's very hard for me to put myself in somebody's shoes, because you've never experienced what somebody else is going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and that's why the conversations are really, really important. You know, it's like, if you can talk to someone. I'm a listening guy. I try to listen, you know what I'm saying? You know, that's the only reason me and this guy do this shit, is because, you know, as much as we like to talk, we like to listen.
Yeah, I was about to say that's big, because a lot of people, I don't know why they choose to, but a lot of people come to me with their personal problems. And I don't necessarily know them, but they come to me. They're just like, yo, you seem like a cool guy. I'm going through such and such. How do I go about this? And it's like, most of the time, unless if they tell me they want advice, I don't say nothing. I just listen.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, it's weird, but they vent just to vent. They don't care to find a solution. They vent to vent, and more power to them. But like, I'm not gonna step on anybody's toes.
Because sometimes not everyone wants to be told what to do.
Yeah, that's a
sometimes
fact.
they just want to be considered right or think they're right, just to let it out on someone. You know.
That's a fact.
But does that ever get tiring for you? Emotionally dumping that?
Nah, not for me. The biggest thing is just like when I go through my stuff, it's hard to go to anyone else, because
Yeah.
That's
people
facts.
look at you different. So the only person that I really go to if I have to is my mom. But I could have lost somebody yesterday, and my friends wouldn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't know.
I'm like
because
that too.
I've been through so much in life. They say the people that been through a lot smile the most.
That's fact.
That's facts.
It's real. Like, you know what I mean? You've experienced life at a young age, and you're seeing things happen every single year, you know, growing up in the, you know, inner city, as you say. You see a lot, you know, and it helps you not only mature, but it's trauma, you know? But like we cope with it.
It's normalized in our culture,
It's
though.
crazy. It's
Like-
big normalized.
Like,
100%.
it's
And
just very
that's
normalized.
why I wanted to get into child and youth as well, because a lot of these kids see things that they don't need to be seeing, And there's a lot of programs that help them to get out of that situation, even for the parents. There's a lot of things that are funded by the government that we as a people don't know of, that we should be taking advantage of, that people that don't need it are taking advantage of.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So those are things that I want to do for my community.
Yeah.
You know, just because I quit being a child and youth worker does not mean I don't want to, you know, get involved with the community. That's still in the back of my mind, to be honest. Yeah.
And you gotta be able to help yourself before you can help other people, right?
100%.
That's the bottom line. But no, that's really what it is, because it's like we don't like. It's so hard to say that one person has the power to change everything, especially with everything that's been going on this summer, with like, you know, with the BLM movement and the shit that's happened with George Floyd. I've realized very quickly that it takes more than one person to make a change. Everybody has to be on the same page. Everybody has to mobilize together. And it's like a lot of times with these organizations that say they're out for everybody's best interest, even within them, those people aren't on the same page. So how can you want to change, you know, something that's the status quo or something that's been this way for so long, when within this organization you guys aren't on the same page? And that's why as individuals and our individual organizations and things we do, you know, we need to try to chip away at these things in the ways we know how to. You know what I'm saying? Like, your skill set's unique, our skill set's unique. We're able to tackle the problems that we know one by one, you know, bit by bit. But it's tough, man, especially with this, you know, this election coming down and, like, you know, Black America. The world is, we're seeing, like, the fall of America, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like, America was, like, when you build a house and that first brick is crooked, the whole wall is going to end up being crooked. You know what I'm saying? And that's what America's built on. So now, at this point, with everything going on, we're just waiting for that last piece to just have it all crumbling down. It might be the election. It might not be the election. It might be right after the election. But it's going to be something within.
Something big is definitely going to happen with this election,
I feel like as much as they make it seem like a civil war is going to break out loose, I don't think that's going to happen. I feel like the United States of America is entertainment district for the world. And like,
for sure.
They have it covered. I don't think any big war is going to happen, to be honest.
I wouldn't even say a war. I just think economically.
People are making it seem like civil war is going to break out. Like, you know what I mean? Because it's crazy how the media, like, they work. Like, it's even the Black Lives Movement, like, it didn't die down. It didn't stop. You know, it's just they're not putting it out there anymore. And, like, they manipulate all these social medias to make it seem like it's not a thing anymore. But people are still fighting, literally.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
This fight doesn't end.
That's why you have to be so careful with social media, because I think it was Denzel that said it. If you don't watch the media, you're uninformed. If you do watch it, you're misinformed. So it's you kind of have to be just aware of what you're consuming on a daily basis, bro. Like, I just got off. I deleted Instagram for like a week because there's times where I'm like, yo, I'm on this shit too much. Like, I'm just seeing too much. I feel like a lot of toxic, you know, materials is on that. So I'm like, let me take a break from that. And I think.
Do you have like a checklist?
As in what? Like,
do you have whether it's in your phone or on a piece of paper, like your to-do list?
Oh yeah, every day I put like 3 or 4 or 5 things on there and make sure I get it done. So in a sense, that keeps me grounded.
Yeah.
But if you have there's like that the time thing that tracks like how much time you're on apps and shit like that on
Screen time.
Screen time. And like when I looked at that, I'm like, yo, this is disgusting, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, like I'm
filthy.
always on social media.
Yeah.
I feel like that's where my presence is, and it helps me bring in a lot of customers.
Yeah.
To be honest, but that
It's a
doesn't
tool.
stop from my productivity.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a
I'm
tool.
literally on there. So people probably think I'm laid up in my room. I'm just on my laptop,
But yo-
beating the keys.
But yo, I have a question,
know?
Vibe. I have a question. There's people on Twitter 24/7.
Yeah.
Do they work? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, guys are on that shit all day.
Literally,
Like,
the
do
thing
they
is
work?
with me,
Like,
I'm so busy that sometimes I don't have time. I don't have time to be on the internet like that. So I'll think of a funny tweet or a funny.
And you just
thing
go
to
and
drop.
tweet it, yeah.
No, I won't go and tweet it. I'll
At the
put
drafts?
the draft.
This guy knows what the drafts.
You
Guy
know
knows
what I
what-
mean? It's chilling in the drafts for like a week or so, and I'm scrolling. Which one should I drop right now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which one would complement what's going on with the world right now? And like, if it doesn't anymore, I'll delete it. But like most times, like if you think of something funny to say, it's gonna be hot. Like I have drafts that I dropped probably yesterday that have been chilling in there for like weeks, like literally, because it's like all people want to do is laugh at something, cry about something, relate to something. They just want to feel involved.
Facts.
So as long as you give that them some type of involvement. Like, you know what I mean?
Just
They
like a
wanna-
temporary break away from the reality at times, you know.
literally,
And that's what memes kind of are for
That's
a lot
their
of people.
their
you know?
nostalgic moments. They
Yeah.
love those.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure.
I think work. The thing is, like right now, the time we live in, people need to understand work doesn't look the same for everybody. You know, like work for me might be like I sit in front of a computer for 9 hours. Work for somebody else might be like they're at their job for 9 hours. Work for somebody else maybe they're driving around all day. You know, but everybody's working is different. You know what I'm saying? So it's like understanding that just because, you know, your work looks like this and this person's work looks like this doesn't mean that you're working and they're not, or they're working and you're not. Your work just looks different. You know what I'm saying? So and for me, you said a to-do list. For me, the thing for me now, I've been trying to incorporate since COVID happened, is time blocking. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything is like, okay, I have an hour for this, and then it's like because you're in a limited time, because you have other shit to do, you gotta work a little more
Efficiently.
more a sense of urgency.
Can't lie, my memory is not the greatest. So if I think of something clever, and I only had an hour of Twitter, and I used up that hour within the day, I would not remember to, you know what I mean, put that tweet aside or put that quote aside to drop, you know what I mean? So it's like, me is more so focus on being productive, but don't forget this can also help your production.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
it's like,
It just depends on how you get your bag, really. You know,
Everybody's
if you're not, yeah, everyone's different.
Everyone's
If you're,
if you don't need social media, you don't need to be.
yeah,
on it.
exactly.
But actually, to each their own.
Yeah.
You know, if that's what you do, that's what you do.
Is what it is.
I can't be mad because I love the consumers. Like, I love you guys.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Hey man, you're either producer or consumer. Which one are you?
Shout out your product, man.
Yeah.
Shout out. So I have more than one product. I gave you guys one. We have the chargers.
Oh man, it's on the table.
The chargers that we're selling.
that, yeah, that
charger
thing, yeah, the cable, no, the
The box, yeah, the white box. We don't really touch white box unless if it's the Apple.
crazy.
As well as we got the Android chargers. You know, going for $10 each.
Mm-hmm.
Can't lose.
Get you one.
Deal.
Come on, man.
HomesRUs.ca.
Mm.
We also got jerseysrus.ca.
I need that.
And you know, me personally, Yosoynewby.
See.
Yeah, man. ¿Cómo está?
I have to holler at you for a
Que
couple
lo que,
times.
mami? You know, a little bit. Poquito español.
I'm sick. I'm sick right now, dog.
All the Spanish John's gonna be on this quick trying to teach us. Got a bunch
on
of.
your episode?
¿Cómo está?
That's all he knows.
Yeah.
The black guy. No, I speak poquito español.
Really?
Yeah, for
You actually fluent?
poquito español.
It's one of those guys.
No,
Yeah.
I can speak. I can
Input. I'll say it.
understand the
Oh, you
basics.
can't? Oh, okay.
This guy did the French.
I've been
Yeah.
going ham on Duolingo. I'm like
crazy.
20.
I
bro.
do too. Yo,
Yeah,
bro,
I'm like 28 days.
Let's go.
Yo, did that shit
I'm
work,
at
bro?
28 days streets.
That shit actually works?
Bro, it's repetition is the definition of learning. Man.
That's crazy.
Come
That's
on.
facts. That's facts.
Facts, man.
That's facts.
I'm just trying to manifest a trip to France. You know what I'm saying?
Coming.
You do it.
Coming.
Oh, you're
You feel me? Just,
Paris, mes amis.
oui, c'est bon.
Uh-huh.
You guys traveled during COVID?
Baguette.
I have not traveled. during COVID.
Would you?
Would I?
Yeah.
The way I'm so spontaneous, I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not at the back of my mind because I feel like I'd lose out on a lot of money if I just picked up and left.
Yeah.
What's going on right now?
Yeah, that's
Because
facts.
it's not only me selling, but it's like I have people that sell for me. So it's like it's not really a pyramid scheme, but you know,
Mm.
and I don't want to leave this opportunity alone for leisure time as of yet because I don't need that. Why am I going
Yeah.
away right now? Why do I need to do that right now? You know, especially when things are like shut down and
See,
not
yeah,
functioning properly. Like if I wasn't productive, I'd be like, hell yeah, cheap flights, let's go. You know?
yeah.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Shout out Swoop, man.
I just try to make sure the trips are productive. Like if you're
If you could collect a bag over there,
if you're getting up, going somewhere, and you're getting work done, I mean,
Yeah.
you know, then it's a productive trip, you know, and that's how kind of like everything has to be done with like intent. There has to be strategy behind everything that's done, whether it's you're selling products, whether you're taking trips, whether you're whatever it is. There has to be an intention, and even if that intention is just leisure, make that the intention, right? But if there's other intentions and other things you want to do, other things you want to cross off of your big picture, you know, you got to make sure these little stops in between connect to that. So yeah. Oh yeah.
Full shit, man. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling groovy. Sensational.
Man, bro.
Newbie
I'm
is
not.
out here, man.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even want to end the episode right now, bro.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
like,
So
I'm
I
cheesed right now,
know.
bro. Kind of have to, man.
Time is of
Yeah.
the essence.
Time
man.
is of the
Whenever
That's what it
essence.
is. Time is
whenever it's
money.
clever, I'm here.
Time is money,
I could
bro.
go for days, but you know, time is time.
Why women deserve nothing.
Why women deserve
Number 88.
quarantine.
Might have to start a comic series.
Quarantine.
That's coming.
Quarantine.
That's coming.
Coming. It's coming just now.
that Curtis guy should start that up though. Curtis.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Yo, where's he
can
from,
take it
bro?
and run with it. I don't even know where he's from.
he,
crazy.
he posts like a
Yeah,
Toronto
he's-
guy still.
He's Toronto. Also?
Yeah, he
Must
says
be-
like the
must be a
fam,
Toronto
the thing. He talks like a
yeah. The lingo is
Yeah.
pretty Toronto.
Catch the
Yeah.
nuances.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I gotta
And
meet that guy.
I see some Toronto honeys in some of his posts too. So I think
really?
he must be from the city.
Probably.
Yeah.
He's
got a couple-
he's urban. He's
he
urban.
got-
He's
yeah,
urban? He's definitely urban.
Inner
Yeah,
city.
he's
Oh,
urban.
yeah.
Yeah.
Urban. He's definitely urban. He's not
Yeah,
country. Not country. We'll see, man. You can tell a lot by the memes a person posts.
You can tell a lot. Yeah, 100%.
I
I
hate
was
when
gonna
women
say.
that. That is such cap.
You think so?
That is
so?
such cap.
You think that's
such
cap?
Yo, bro, like if you see my Twitter timeline,
Yeah.
in the same day, I'm happy, sad, angry, happy again, then sad again. So I'm getting messages like, "Are you okay? Is everything good?" I'm just like, "Nah, I'm going through it right now." And then I'll take a screenshot of that and put it on my
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, these guys actually believe it.
But yo, how can people actually tell like when you're being serious, bro? Like if you're actually going through some shit.
It's the sense of humor,
No,
man.
me personally, if
Yeah.
I'm going through stuff, I'm not putting it on the internet.
Absolutely
Oh,
not.
okay.
I
Yeah,
don't understand that
Yeah,
concept.
that doesn't.
Like,
Yo, we were watching a couple of vlogs the other day, bro.
Yeah.
And we were like, yo, people are actually letting out their business like this, fam. Like,
Oh my god, you guys are
it's
wild.
crazy, bro.
Get,
Like,
get a diary.
damn, like, it's just something like.
And
I hope if they're putting their business out there, they're lying for content, hopefully. Because it's like, yo, nobody needs to know what your mom just went through. yesterday. Like, yo, I'm
doing?
sorry, mommy, but like, you know, nobody needs to know that. Like, bro, just relax. Like,
You-
not everything's for everybody.
You don't need to know you
facts.
didn't wrap up
Facts.
last night. It's okay.
Like, come on,
It's
bro.
alright, man. Like,
Come on, like,
Guys,
just
just
wait until Mary's like the
compartmentalize.
good
come on,
guy.
man.
separate.
Shit.
Bro,
I think that's the thing. It's just like there's a hard time of keeping. I like to keep my the parts of my lives compartmentalized. I don't want my relationships to mix in with my business, my memes to mix in with this, my this to mix. I don't want that. You know, I like to
Make
keep
memes,
things
bro?
separate. One here and
Dabble
there.
in them, man.
Dabble.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, dabble. You know, but like I don't like that shit to intersect. Like you gotta keep that shit.
This guy's face, yo, I'm crying, bro.
You gotta
That's
keep that shit.
funny,
You
dog.
gotta keep that shit compartmentalized.
Yeah, we
We
all
all
do,
do,
man.
we
Yeah,
all-
that's
we're-
right.
We're
That's
all
facts,
we
bro.
all got a
We're
comedian in
memers,
us,
man. We
We all
memers,
got a
bro.
comedian in us.
memeing sometimes.
You know, we'll cut that part
We're
out. But
memian. We're memians.
no, but like you know,
I like that. I like that.
you gotta keep shit separate, man.
Yeah, man.
But you know, people don't really look at it like that. But hey, man.
But yeah, man. On that note, bro, you guys have any last words?
A quote that I live by, and I actually got it tatted the other day. Limitations are self-imposed.
Factual.
I actually started a brand called Lassie a couple years back. I'm looking to bring it back for real.
Clothing, huh?
Yeah, clothing.
So,
I need to bring that back, to be honest. And I got it tatted just to remind myself that it's a real thing. You know, what you tell yourself is really what is possible. Like manifestation is a real thing. You know, what you perceive becomes what you believe, and what you believe is what you achieve. So that's what I want everybody to know. If you could think it, if you could make a blueprint, it could come to life.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Everything starts with an idea, man.
100%.
Everything starts with an idea. It's just like, which ideas are you taking and running with?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's like there's no limitations for anything. And then when people are like, "Yo, I want to start this and this," and yeah,
Like, just do it.
do it.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, oh
Hey,
yeah, but what? but what?
But what the
Just do it. Just figure it out and do it. You know, it's like
Yeah.
everybody wants to do something. What separates people is like,
just do it, man.
Do it.
Simple as
Some
that.
people are more of a talker than a walker, you know?
And I think some people complicate the process too.
100%.
It really is
they
not that
they
hard.
overthink. Like,
Yeah.
people don't understand that Nike didn't start off as Nike. You know, Jordan didn't start off as Jordan. You know, it's a lot of companies that came from a very far background, you know?
Yeah.
just gotta appreciate the process.
Another
it
thing
is.
I want to say, I'm proud of myself because I was on a podcast not too long ago. It actually dropped the other day. Stop Boosting is the podcast name. And I caught myself saying like every 5 seconds, like this, like that, like this. And,
It's a crutch. It's a crutch word.
Like, you know, I was like, wow, like I need to work. Boom. I need to work on it, you I say
Yeah.
it again. It's crazy. Yeah.
We all catch that. We all catch that. We have a hard time listening to ourselves because
And Oz.
yeah, not just that. Because when you listen to yourself on a pod or something, you're like, oh shit, this is what people are hearing about me. Like, this is what people hear when I'm talking. Because when you're saying something, it doesn't sound as sweet as you think.
Most definitely.
You know,
And everyone's. I feel like a lot of people hate their voices.
oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying?
I
I don't think my voice. Yeah, you
My
have
little
to.
brother has a deeper voice than me. It's disgusting.
That's a
I
tough
hate it
system.
here. I hate it here. Why is this my life?
Hate to see it.
Might
Shout
have
out
to-
Classy, man. Shout out Classy.
Yeah, man.
That's the CEO, Guard Up TV.
The newbies coming to get it done.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Coming to a
Funny when
television near
people
you.
ask me how many brothers I have. I have a whole lot. It's a whole lot of gang. My joke, my go-to joke is, I actually have a one too many. And I say it so casually. I say it so casually. They look at me. They're like, "You're such an idiot." But I just, you know.
You're such a
You're even
Oh my
dumb.
gosh.
You're dumb even.
It's crazy.
Toronto people talk like idiots,
Yeah,
yo. I'm
it's
so
hilarious.
dumb.
When you leave and come back, you realize like
I'm
how
done.
dumb like we
I'm
talk.
like,
You know what I'm
this-
saying?
I'm like, I actually used to speak like this. This is
I'm
disgusting.
What you saying? Like, what are you saying, Crow? Top
Yo,
left.
Cronum, you don't understand Cronum. I'm
Broski.
marved right now, bro.
What is
see
two
that.
twos, fam? What is that?
Yeah.
Why are you talking
What's
like
the
that?
dumbest? What's the dumbest like phrase that you think that it just should have just you gotta stop saying? You can chime
I
in
can
too,
channel
bro.
it. I can channel it.
I lie. You think I lie?
A lie?
A lie?
I lie. I
I
lie
don't know, but
smooth
that's
though.
the thing. It came from Jamaica, so it's like patois.
Yeah, it's
patois my
pretty.
thing, you know?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I don't know. The dumbest thing.
You remember what are you saying? Oh, nothing. I'm Mawson still.
Mawson.
Mawson has
that
to
was
go.
ridiculous.
Mawson, what the hell is Moss?
You remember Pine?
I was gonna say that. I was gonna say that. That's
Oh
crazy.
my
I was gonna
gosh,
say that.
fam.
Yo,
That's
in high
crazy.
school, we were so immature, man. There's a street, right? If you went to Weston Collegiate, you know this street. There's a street between Jane and Lawrence and Weston and Lawrence. Every time we were on the bus, now passing Pine Street. Everybody on the bus, die! Bus driver, get a grip, man. Get a grip, settle down.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh man, the time that we got to grow up here, nobody will ever get to experience that, and that like that's a
Every
shame.
generation says that, but I
That's
believe
probably true.
the
Yeah.
80s to the 90s was the best time. I feel personally.
You 80s baby?
bro.
80s to the 90s. I wasn't born those times, but like, but I did my
You
research.
trying to bring the 80s back?
I've done my research.
Yeah.
And my brother was born in the 80s, so it's like he would always tell me his stories. Like, that's when technology was booming those times, you know? Like, it just started, like, video games just came in the mix. You know, mans had their Walkmans. It wasn't iPods yet. You know, it was lit. Like, people were more... I would have liked that era more than this era. People were more outside. People are more behind the computer nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
I would have enjoyed that era for sure.
Our era was blessed. You
I
seen the
love our
bikes.
era.
You seen
I
the
love
bikes. You knew your man them were there. You know you
The
yeah,
green box.
Yeah.
Green
Yeah,
box.
Oh, the green box. Yeah.
box. going downtown to AMC to catch a movie with.
I wasn't.
I don't know about that. I was a Saga fam. I was, yeah.
We were a link up at Yorkdale.
Yeah.
Every man, wear your dickies back today.
Mine was Square One Terminals, bro. If you're from Saga, you say,
Yo,
yo,
I
link
been
up at
to-
Terms. You
Yeah, I
know what
met a
that
couple
is.
catfishes over at the Square One terminal.
That's crazy.
No names. I ain't dropping.
Yeah, I know that.
That was a nice location. I could go to SEC. I could go to the Eaton Center. I could head up to Dom. We can go everywhere.
That's
So
why the West End was the best end, to be honest. Because I could do that too. I could go to STC. I could go to Yorkdale. I could go to Square One, and all those trips
True.
were
That is true.
like Yorkdale was 20 minutes, but I'm talking about like STC was an hour, Square One was an hour. You know, like it was pretty much. You know,
That's-
nice.
that's
Like,
a long. That's a
took
long
the
time. Still for
took the train to Kipling.
Train took no.
Took the one after.
I took the
19?
the bus to the airport, and then the bus from the airport
Oh,
straight
you
to
go-
the Square. Yeah.
Oh, you're up there. So
Yeah, man.
that's-
Western
that's
Road
too
and
much.
Western Road flows. If
Yeah.
you're in a track by Drake, if you mention you're a hood, you know it's a hood. He does that.
Mm-hmm.
He does that.
yeah,
Western
it's
Road
fact.
flows.
Yeah, it's fact.
There's a triangle like
facts.
Scarlet, Lawrence, Weston. Like it's a triangle. Like he always talks about the hoods.
Yeah,
Guess he's from there.
I don't recognize Toronto no more. Still, so you know,
Yeah. All right, man. On that note, we out.
my guy.
Yeah.